All right, friends, today's the day, because in this box we have brand new fuel pump. So if we get this slapped on, we should be able to attempt to start it. So here we go. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. This here is the 1355 Oliver, painted silver for some reason, that we believe to be a heritage tractor. And I think we got everything we need, minus the key switch, which they sent me a replacement. It just hasn't got here yet. So yeah, we put that fuel pump on. We can prime it up again and see if we can get it to run. Take a quick look at Freddie though. He's looking pretty snazzy. Cleaned and painted the front wheels and put the sheet metal back on. Started working on the grill, and it even makes him look like he's smiling when you put it on. So hopefully I'll get that done. I had to do some aggressive work on this hood, and I'm still not happy with all of that, but we'll figure that out later. Like I said, see, there is a tear, and that is causing part of our issues. So once we get that hammered out, I think we'll be in good shape, but that's a project for another day. I am ready to see how badly this is garbage, you know, because right now we don't know nothing. All we know is that it leaked. Also, I've never taken one of these off of these Fiats before, so I don't know what to expect. I see it's got that, this is a Perkins-like thing that they put this stupid, I don't know what it's supposed to do, like a pressure or something or other. I just know that on the combine it started to leak once, and I had to, okay. So there's that. Did I shut the fuel off? Probably should double check. Fuel is off. Screwdriver is junk, sure. Let's try this one. Alright. Took that out of the way. We will need that fitting. So, it's amazing how I can lose my tools already that I just had in my hand. Was it this one? No, we're gonna have to go adjustable style. I figure if we break it loose at least, we can always swap it out with it in our hand, but there we go. Alright. Probably would be nice to find some brake clean to touch this sucker up a little bit. Alright. Let's see what we got here. We got probably, I'm guessing, 13. What it takes to take that off of there? Or not. Is it going to be one of these strange deals where we can't get a socket in there nicely? I don't know why it wouldn't be difficult, you know, since this is the last thing we're waiting on, and it's like when you got to go to the bathroom really bad, and the closer you get, the worse it feels. Yeah, that's kind of similar feeling. Let's get this junk pump off here. Get off of here, you. Okay. I didn't get that one quite. That's sure. Let's see. Okay. Well, There you can see what that looks like on the inside. O-ring mounting. So I guess there is a gasket too, but that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder if it's really supposed to have a gasket. Because wouldn't the O-ring be the seal? Wouldn't the O-ring be the seal? It's almost like somebody else has been in here before and made it not the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder. I see the outline of the O-ring in that gasket. But is that really supposed to have a gasket? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be O-ring only, he says as he destroys the gasket. It makes no sense, is what I'm saying, to have this gasket if you have an O-ring sealing against the aluminum. So we're going to try it that way, and then we're going to ultimately regret it when it leaks oil. It should not leak fuel, because that's not what we're doing here. That's why we're replacing this. Like I said, I bet somebody else has put a fuel pump on her before, and they thought they needed a gasket. And with an O-ring, I just can't see that the gasket is necessary. And probably what they have is the same problem I've been having, which is can't get the O-ring to stay put whilst you're So, should have thought this through more. Should have had my stuff ready. I'm betting what their trouble was, they either didn't have it clean, or putting the new one on like I'm doing now, it jumped out of the groove and they had a leak and they couldn't figure out what was the deal. I'm gonna hope for the best. There. Okie doke. I'm going to start with the back fitting, as it is the hardest to see. Might have to cry a little. We haven't done that yet today, so that's always part of any Fiat repair, is the sadness. So okay, get on there. Get on there. Come on, you. Man, we'll roll with it. Alright. Now, we're going to put this goofy thing on here, which has been bent at some point in its life. So that's great. Alright. Now we're going to turn the fuel on and see what happens. Alright, no leaks. Now, if I have this in my brain right, I should be able to take this little job off, and when it overflows in that filter, it should fill my little tank here. And I hope I'm right on that, although it may just recycle into itself, because I may not be able to go as fast as what it would go if you were actually, you know, it was running. Uh-oh, we got a leak already. Man. Okay, well, we might have to buy a new piece here, because this son of a gun blew. But I gotta first try this, because if I don't ruin something, am I really doing it right? See, I'm not able to. There. Oh, I think I got her calmed down now. Amazing what happens if you actually get it tight. Oh, I hear squirting. Maybe. I thought I heard it coming out of there. Yes! Sweet. Okay, that should mean that both filters are full, because this one routes this little tank different, see, than the other ones did. So we're going to put that back on. That is awesome. Okay. Now, if all is right with the world, those are loose. We're going to crank till we see fuel coming out of there. But we may not have starter or battery enough to do that. We'll just have to see what happens. Okay, nothing. But I'm not worried yet. Like I said, it's sat a long time. I guess we're also not 100% certain that this injection pump's good, although it did come off a tractor that ran, so. Let's get the jumper cables hooked up to the pickup so we got more juice. Then we can run those batteries down too. Alright, here we go. Let's try again. Probably should start the truck now so we don't run it down. Alright, that ought to help us maybe. Come on. It's been my experience though that whenever you have injection lines off, it takes a long time to get them full again. So that's just going to be where we are on that deal, probably. Alright, I just pumped it, bled off the air again out of the injection pump. Let's try it now. Nothing yet. I think we'll get her. Let's be positive. It didn't put any air out of the injection pump now, so we should be good. Oh, come on. Ether won't usually help either unless you already have some fuel to the injectors. At least that's been my experience. All right, any fuel yet? Nothing. Starting to lose faith, friends. Maybe our pump is no good after all. Even if it's not in time, it should still pump fuel. It could be that the rack is stuck in there, but that tractor ran earlier this year, so. Nothing. Well, darn. How long before you call it a fool's errand, you know? We got good fuel to the pump. We just ain't getting fuel out of the pump. Well, I know what to do to fix it. Shut the camera off and then it'll fire right up. So we might have to do that before too much longer. I really don't want to pull the top off that pump, but I may not have a choice here shortly. But I still feel like it's probably just that everything is empty, you know. I guess I could take a line off of the pump and crank it. And then lose all my progress I've made so far. This loose here. Is fuel gonna come out? No. Maybe this is our problem. Okay. Well, I'm guessing top off the pump. So this is a lot of fun. Tons of fun. Okay, goodbye top gasket, because we know you will never ever stay not leaking again. Yep. Okay, let's get my little spring unhooked here. Can I do it with this? Yeah, I could probably do it with this. Okay, hold up. Let's see, if I pull back, shoving back shuts it off. Going this way. There we go. That way when you go back, that's off. Okay, let's see if that helps it. See if it'll spray out of there now. Fuel coming out, but not a ton. I don't know that this pump's going to do it for us. Another thing may be the old starter may not be cranking her fast enough to really get what we're after. problems. I thought about pulling it. There's two problems with that. Number A, I'm by myself. Number B, we're not sure if the clutch or anything works, and if it would start up, I don't know if I could get it stopped. You know, let's say the clutch doesn't work and the fuel shutoff wouldn't shut off, or something strange. That could be more dangerous. I'd rather get it running like it is, sitting. Well, unfortunately, I think today we're gonna call it a fail. There's really no point in continuing. This pump will not put out. It's kind of like a bad Friday night. It ain't gonna do it. So I might as well take the other one and get it rebuilt and put it on and be done with it. But the sad story about that is he is very, very backed up, and it will probably take a month or two. So we're just gonna have to wait. I'll take it in there sometime whenever I get to town, and yeah, then we'll at least know that that's not our problem, and we'll continue on down the line. I really hate to rebuild an injection pump for a motor that I don't know if it's garbage or not, but eventually we will make this a runner. So it's just one more hurdle that we have to jump over. But I just ain't getting nothing out of it, and I should get some fuel out of the lines, and I didn't even get it when I took it off of the back of the pump. It was kind of like it was wet, but it wasn't any kind of amount that would actually run anything. So unfortunately, today is a fail. All right, friends, it's the next day, and before we give up on this project, I've got one more trick I want to try. When I was sitting in my chair last night, regretting all my life's choices, I was thinking about this pump and how I thought it was made inside. So I looked up a diagram to make sure that's really what I was thinking was right. And these style pumps have, like, we'll call them little barrels in there. There's two little barrels opposing each other. They've got like a roller on the top of them and a spring that holds them apart. And they go around inside this cam lobe thing. And that's what causes your pumping action, see? And then it pushes the fuel up the center of the shaft whenever it lines up with whatever cylinder you're on, and forces out. So then I got to thinking about, in a previous comment section of a video, when John Bender was saying to time up the pump to number 1, you could pressurize one port and turn it till you couldn't turn it, and then you knew it was on number 1. So I'm going to take this one step further, and I'm going to try to pressurize it on the tractor while I'm cranking, shooting air backwards, and see if I can't get those little barrels to break loose and start working again. And if that happens, then we should get fuel out of our pump, and we should be able to go on with our lives. Because I suspect that's the only thing that's wrong with this, is those things are hanging up in there, because it was putting a little fuel out, but it wasn't enough where it was going to do us anything. So we're going to try this. I have no idea if it's going to work, but it's worth a shot, because what have we got to lose? So I have this one loose, and this is going to take some amount of hands here probably to do this. And I got this rubber tipped blowgun, and since we still don't have our key switch, I see fuel running out, but it's well, I think we're getting more than what we had. I'm just wondering if a few more attempts of that might make this go. You can't really see what's happening. I guess I could take this line away, and you can see. But basically, Oh, boys. Well, I was hoping that that was going to do it. But I just don't know. I don't think... We need to get a better battery. We got fuel coming out though now. More than we had before. I'm just wondering if a few more times that wouldn't do the trick. You know? The problem is we don't know which one it's on until we crank it. That's why. Oh boy. I suppose we could get the truck and the jumper cables again, but is it really worth it? I kind of think it is. I'm gonna go get it. I really want to see this go. Well, I'm kind of at a frustration point here because I've got fuel to all the injectors now, and I think it even started to smoke a shade when I was messing with it just now, but I just don't have enough cranking speed. And I'm wondering if I'm going to have to just order a new starter, because I don't know that this one's going to do it enough. I would love to pull and try to start it, but I'm afraid that this clutch ain't going to clutch. And like I said, I don't want to run it into something if it fires up and I can't control it. I guess I could put it in low, shut it off if everything works, but you never know. Something bad could happen. It may not shut off, and then you'd be kind of in a mess. But we could figure out something. But I'm hopeful that maybe I can get some life out of it. I would really love for it to run at least a little bit so I can see what kind of shape it's in, and then I would know where to proceed. I hate to spend $400 or $500 on rebuilding the pump if the pump's going to be garbage, or the motor's going to be garbage. So I'd rather wait till I have all the stuff to build a motor and do the pump then, is what I'm saying, instead of leaving it sit on here and then it gets stuck too. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I'll keep trying. I'm sure if I don't record it, it'll probably start right up. So we'll see. Okay, I shut the camera off, but I think I might have got it. I can't believe it. The battery needs to charge a minute again, but I got a pretty healthy squirt out of there. And if it keeps that up, I think I got those things loose. So that's awesome. If that worked, I would have never believed it. Yeah, so we don't have enough juice, but I got a pretty good drip out of there, which I didn't get before. So we may go back and forth a few more times and see if that, air it up, let it loose type of deal, and see what happens. But results look hopeful. It's coming together, friends. I got fuel out of 2 of these, and this one is about to start, and then the line that we had disconnected is going to take a little bit, but the biggest thing I'm fighting now is I haven't got good battery, and I think my jumper cables are leaving the chat here too. And you're gonna say, well, why didn't you just buy a better battery? Well, first of all, this thing is probably garbage. We don't know anything about it. I don't really want to put a battery in something I haven't seen run. Second of all, today it's kind of cold. I mean, really cold to me from what it's been. So that ain't helping the situation either. So we may just have to sit here and wait a while. What I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, we may just have to let the battery charger do its thing, and then we'll come back to it. Because I'm not sure that we're gonna get anything with this setup. Yeah, see, we don't have enough cranking speed now. I'm pretty sure fuel's coming out of this one too. But, yeah, it is. But I'd like a little bit more than that before I tighten it. Those two were really good. This one's gonna take a little bit because we had it loose. Totally off of there, I mean. But there is a chance now. There is a chance. All right, so let me set the scene for you here. I am impatient and I want to see this silver tractor run. So I hooked it up to the loader tractor, pulled it out here. And then I thought, wait for somebody to help. That's nonsense. So I just put it in gear and started dragging. Have to put it in a high gear though, because a slow gear just drags the wheel. So put it in a pretty high gear and drug it along, and she started smoking. And I thought it was gonna run there for a minute. And then my brain caught up with the rest of me and I thought, this is foolish. How are you gonna stop it when it's basically in road gear out here in the middle of a field? I thought maybe I'd have enough time to jump off and run around and stop it. And then I thought, that's dumb. You know, I'd like to be on it to see what's happening in case it starts hammering or something. So I called Dad and he said he'll be here in a few minutes. So hopefully we'll get to see this run. It does not have water in it yet. So I've been kind of putting that off because I wanted to flush the radiator. So if we get it running, we're gonna have to drive it over and immediately shut it off. And I hate to do that, but that's gonna be the way it is. So, but I'm hopeful, friends. Our air trick, I think, freed that pump up because she was smoking pretty good. So I'm thinking that we might have something. It's also cold today, so that's gonna also fight us on this adventure. But this, to me, if we get this started, this is another example of aftermarket starter is worth the money, because these original ones just do not have the guts to turn it fast enough anymore. And yeah, so I mean the green 1365, it runs awesome and starts great. And I mean, it's because I got a different starter on it. I didn't even have the original on that one. It somehow got lost in the shuffle of when I got it in pieces. So I'm very hopeful here that this little feller is going to run. So now I have to just sit here and wait until he gets here, and then we'll see what happens. I took the grill off in anticipation of wrecking it, so I didn't want to crunch it. So I figured I could find a new nose easier than I could find a grill. So that's what's going on with that. But there is a chance, friends. There is a chance. And yeah, I'm hoping that we hear it fire up. I double checked the valves again, and you know, I was kind of second guessing myself on that when I was cranking. That little flap was just like, and I thought maybe it was sucking, but I don't think it is. I think I checked all the valves again twice and everything is still set where it should be. So, you know, the only thing now I'm not sure about is that clutch. That clutch looks pretty rusty in there. So when it starts running, that's another reason why I want to be on it, because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to stop it. So we're going to have to, you know, see what happens. All right, he's here. So very soon we will know our answer. Do we have something or do we have garbage? Wow. I did try it by myself. And then I thought we need Ron, the Oliver dad, to come and help. Because I don't know that the clutch works, and I'm not sure I'll be able to get it stopped if it does run, so I'll have to shut it off.
This one?
Yes. So, pull it around. It also doesn't have any water in it, so let's not go too far away. And we can, you know, yeah, just, I'm ready. We'll see if we actually have clutch. I have no idea. I don't think we, yeah, we don't have any clutch. Pull it faster. There we go. Come on. We're getting smoke. That's good, right? Popped a couple times. Come on, you little Italian. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So close. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I pulled it out of gear because I thought it was going to run, but go ahead. Come on. Come on. Come on. If it's not in time, it's close. We're gonna, I guess let's pull it over there next to in front of the combine so I can wash the radiator out and do it, because it's not.
You want to park next to the combine?
In front.
In front of it?
Just drive it next to the house there, and then I can get the hose to it. It does run, but I don't have any clutch, so I'll probably have to split it. We can try to start it again and see if it'll run. But, all right, we'll try again. Hear it run again. Immediately. No. Well, I missed my chance there. Shoot. I guess I also lost third gear. I don't know what the deal is there. Wait a minute. Pull it forward again now. Okay, we better stop. Okay. Well, it runs though. And I didn't hear any horrendous knocking. So, that's something I can work with. I don't know why it won't ever start with that original starter just doesn't have enough oomph to take it. Although now that it's been running, it might. Let's see if it'll, come on. Well, let's see. Or not. Come on. Well, that's good. It means I could probably get it started again. I need a better thing than this hitch pin. There. Doesn't like to idle though. But that's fine. That's probably a sign I should quit on the head.
Probably won't start because it's cold.
Well, but it's been running now.
Yeah, now it has, and that's why it started.
It's also leaking something. What's it leaking and where? Out of the injection pump that's garbage. But, well, that worked pretty good. I'm amazed that I had success for a change. So, as always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or, if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.